students, this is Abdelkader Ouda. Welcome again to ES 1036 video series. In this video, I will explain the Java compilation process and what is Java virtual machine. So let us take a look. To develop a program using Java, we begin by writing Java statements for a program, something like this. Note that these statements are called Java source code. We use any text editor to edit and save these lines in a file so that the file should have the extension .java. Then we use the Java compiler to translate the source code into an executable form. This compiler takes the source code as an input and produces another file to be executed. We know that the rules that the programmer needs to follow to write a correct Java program are called syntax rules. And violating any of these rules will cause what we call it syntax errors. Note that these syntax errors will be discovered during the compilation phase. This means the compiler will check all rules. Once fulfilled, the executable file will be produced. Keep in mind that most compilers translate source code into executable file containing machine code. Does that mean there is an executable file that doesn't have machine codes? The answer is yes. And this leads us to the term Java virtual machine. For example, C and C++ compiler produces executable file that has machine code and capable to execute directly on the CPU, the physical machine, your computer. However, Java compiler produces executable files that doesn't execute on the CPU but on the Java virtual machine. Java compiler translates Java source into file contains bytecode. The bytecode instructions are the machine language for the Java virtual machine, not for the CPU. That means the CPU cannot understand bytecodes. The bytecode files end with the extension .class. The Java virtual machine is often called an interpreter. This is why most of the time Java referred to as an interpreted language. This chart represents or show the program development process. We use the text editor in order to create a Java program, save it in a file .java. This file is called source code or source file. Then we compile it using Java compiler or the JDK. The JDK produces another file contains bytecodes. The extension of this file is .class. Then that .class file is capable to be executed using the Java machine, or we can say it's understood by the Java engine and executed on your computer. The assumption is that the Java engine or the Java virtual machine is installed in your computer. If you have a Windows-based computer, there is a Java virtual machine for Windows. If you are using Mac, there is another Java virtual machine can be installed on Mac. So why we do this? Why we have here two steps: Java compiler to produce bytecode, and then the bytecode using the Java virtual machine run on the computer. Why not to have something like we have in C++ compiler? We write the code, the source code, and then compile it directly to a machine code understood directly by the CPU. Remember the feature we mentioned before, or the term WORA, that stands for write once, run anywhere. So this is actually the feature of Java. So doing these two steps is a feature, not a disadvantage for this language. So what is this feature? Assuming that here we have your application compiled and then we have your bytecode. Remember here we compile it only once, then that code can run on your Windows-based computer. If you need to run it to or into a Mac, you don't need to compile it again. You just take the same file that you compile it on Windows, run it on Mac directly. And again, the assumption is we install the Java virtual machine on all of these computers. So this is the meaning of write once and read anywhere we have Java virtual machine. So if we need to do the same thing using C++, and we compile the C++ and run it on Windows, and we wish to run the same code in my Mac, then I need to recompile this program again and then run it on Mac. If I need to run the same application into my Linux-based laptop, then I need to recompile it again in this laptop to be executed, which is not exist on Java. We simply compile it once and then run anywhere we have the Java virtual machine. The software we use to write Java application, or the compiler we use to translate Java application, is called Java Development Kit, JDK. We have different edition for the JDK. We have Java SE for standard edition, Java EE for enterprise edition, Java ME for micro edition. The Java SE provide essential tools for developing application and applets. Java application and Java applets. Java applets is a Java application that run inside the computer browsers. Java EE or enterprise edition provide tools to create business or large business applications that run on a server or more than a server, and these servers provide services for multiple clients. The Java ME micro edition provide a small optimized runtime environment for consumers products such as the cell phones, pagers, and appliances. Good. So how do we compile this Java code? First, we assume that the JDK is installed in our computer. We save the file with the extension .java, and we run the command javac. So to compile any Java application, we use the command javac. When we run it, again, is the command line utility. For example, here I have in this example, I save this file with the file name payroll.java. So to compile this file, I just run the command javac payroll.java. The output of this compilation is another file with the extension .class. That file contains the bytecode. In order to run the bytecode, we use another command java. So simply in order to run that compiled program, I use the command java and then write the program name or the file name with the extension .class. And this is here the sample output of that sample Java program. Although I show you here this way to compile and run Java application, we are not going to use this through the course. We are going to use what we call it integrated development environment, or IDE. This environment consists of text editors, compiler, debugger, and other utilities integrated into just one package or one application. And all of these features can be navigated through simple menus. So a program is compiled and executed with simply with one click in a button. Then we can compile what we have edited internally, and then we can see the result of the running of your application. There is many such IDE tools. For example, from IBM we have Eclipse, NetBeans, another open source by Oracle, IntelliJ IDEA by JetBrains, and Android Studio by Google. In this course, you are going to use IntelliJ IDEA, so this is why I have it here in green. Thank you for watching. In another video, I will show you how to create a JetBrains account and how to install the IDE in your computer. Goodbye.